Hello everybody, it's me, Eve Sterwin. Forgive the angle, I'm filming on my phone. I just wanted to do a quick little video because I just made my first episode of Eve Sterwin's Paranormal Files Season 3 about how me and my paranormal task force stopped the apocalypse. And we didn't have any evidence of it, but still, all the people, they were like, hey Eve, thanks for saving the world. And it really means a lot that everyone said that. So, thank you everyone, it really means a lot. And thanks from the whole paranormal task force. Alright, well, I'm going to get started on a new episode. So, see you then. Paranormal Files. Hello everybody, my name is Eve Sterwin and welcome to another episode of Eve Sterwin's Paranormal Files. Now before we get on to the topic of today's episode, I just want to read a few emails that were sent to me after I released my last episode. So the first email comes from someone called Hellshadows597. Hello Hellshadows. So they asked, hey Eve, in your last episode, you mentioned that Dispho had this mystical scepter that he used to start the apocalypse. Well, where did that scepter end up? Do you still have it? What happened to it? Because if it's supernatural, couldn't you use it to prove that the supernatural exists? That's a good question. You see, the answer is, the mystical scepter's not so much mystical as it's more like a magic wand, It gains its power more from the person who's holding it. And, so if Dispho, now that he's Professor Horde, if he held it, it wouldn't have any mystical powers. Neither would it if I held it. So unfortunately, the scepter wouldn't be much use for proving anything supernatural. At the moment, Professor Horde has it. You see, since he's an archaeologist, he's doing a bit of research on it. He's seeing if any of the ancient markings on it can, give it any insight of the ancient civilization from which it came from. But as for supernatural stuff, nah. So the next email comes from someone called Popcorn Everywhere. Hello Popcorn. They asked, hey Eve, since that supernatural storm was happening all over the world, every single flight got cancelled. So how did you and your paranormal task force get to where you needed to be to defeat Muluk? Well, you see, since Jalix Owens is a conspiracy theorist extraordinaire, he's made a lot of enemies, but he's made a lot of friends too, and he was able to call in a few favours to get us some private jets so we could get to exactly where we needed to be. And our final email comes from someone called Joshy Cheese. Hello, Mr. Cheese. He asked, so Eve, in season 1 and season 2, you filmed in an office. In season 1 and season 2, there was a different office each time, not too much of a big difference really. But in season 3, you appear to be filming from inside a garage. What's up with that? Well, the answer to that is simple. That whole supernatural storm that happened, no doubt you'll remember all the lightning bolts. Well, one of them hit into my house. Our house exploded, so I don't have a house anymore. And here's the caravan that I'm living inside. And there we go, with all the questions answered, it's time to move on to today's topic. Dinosaurs and monster trucks? Two things that don't have very much in common. Well, unless you're counting the fact that monster trucks run on petrol, and that comes from fossil fuels, which is dinosaurs. But, aside from that, they don't really have much in common. Well, unless you're counting the fact that, dinosaurs, some dinosaurs were the biggest things to ever walk the earth. And monster trucks are pretty big too. But aside from those two things, monster trucks are pretty loud as well. And if movies like Jurassic Park are to be believed, dinosaurs, they were really loud too. But aside from those things, monster trucks and dinosaurs don't really have much in common, do they? Nah, not at all. Well, they do. You see, the birdwatcher who went out into the wilderness searching for the rare Almaguli's bird. But what he found, well, it was something far more dinosaur monster trucky than a bird. And so, without further ado, let's play the clip.
What's that?
Whoa, that footage was pretty scary and mysterious. The birdwatcher goes looking for birds, and then he comes across the truckosaur. Its specific species being the Dilophotruckus, due to the two crests on its head making it look like a Dilophosaurus. What do you think? Is it truth or not truth? Is that footage proof that the Dino Truck is 100% real? And that brings us to the end of another episode of Eve Sterwin's Paranormal Files. Wait a second. What? He was a bird watcher, and he was looking for a bird, and he came across the Dino Truck. And the Dino Truck, dinosaurs and birds are like relatives, right? So, technically, he still found a bird. Wow, that's just blown my mind, that has. And with that, I'll see you next time. Yes, and with the sacrifice complete, that brings us to the end of another episode of Evil Sterwin's Evil Files. Join me next time. Oh, that was a close one. I can't believe it. I said Eve instead of evil. Oh, nearly blew my cover there. Oh, if the people of this world found out who I really was, that I was not Evil Sterwin, that I was actually Chef Eve Sterwin. Oh, they would sacrifice me instead, where I have just been sacrificing pretend things, using my chef skills to make it look real. I must keep doing it. As difficult as it is, if the people of this world found out that I was not the real Evil Sterwin, they could sacrifice me instead. And so I will continue to pretend to be evil. And hopefully one day I can find out a way to get back to my own reality. I just hope when I get there, the real Evil Sterwin is not waiting for me. Then who knows what terrible fate he would have in store for me. Hello everybody, it's me, Eve Sterwin, and welcome to another episode of Eve Sterwin's Peaceful Painting. Now let's get started, shall we? We're going to start with a bit of green, a bit of green, making up a nice little field, nice little green field for all the little animals, all the little happy little animals. Bit more green, for those animals, they love green, they do, because it's like a field and they can live on the field all happily. It's a bit of white. I forgot to put it in the water first. Oh, there we go. Now we get a bit of white. Then we put it in the sky. And then there we go. We've got a bit of a green looking sky, but that's right, you know, part of painting is, the experience of going in blind and not knowing what really you're expecting, and then it's a surprise what you get at the end. A bit more green. Okay, it kind of mixed in with the white a bit too much there, but that's fine. That's what it's meant to be, It's a lovely, nice field. What we got else here? We've got a bit of red. Put it in the water first. Can't forget that again. Making a bit of a mess here, but that's all right. It's all part of the fun. All right, a bit of red, and I don't really know what this red's meant to be. I suppose it could be like the sun. Here you go. There's the sun. Looking a bit pink for the sun, but bit red. Red's a bit too red for the sun, I suppose, isn't it? It should be kind of like yellowy orange. Yeah. Now it's looking a bit like some type of turtle creature, if I'm honest. Maybe it's to just salvage this and just make, not salvage it, because it's, it's not about, trying to make it better, because painting's just about having fun, and, enjoying yourself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying myself. There we go. Night. Not really looking like a turtle, to be honest. Maybe it's a sheep. I think it's a sheep, to be honest. There we go. Look, see, you just add a bit more white, and then just, yeah, there we go. It's a sheep that's been rolling around in the grass, and it's got a sunburn. What's that? Who are you? Am you from another universe? Tell me, Eve Sterwin, are you a good man? I try to be. That's why I do paintings like this. Try and brighten people's day. So when they come home after like a hard day at work, or just a hard day in general, they can look forward to something peaceful and calm. And, maybe it'll inspire them to do something peaceful and kind themselves. Ugh. How disappointing. You see, I'm not just any Sterwin. I'm Evil Sterwin, and I've made it my mission to travel across the multiverse and destroy any do-gooding aberrations of myself. And you are one of them, which means nobody will be joining you in the next episode of whatever rubbish you're making. And another one.